Well, hello. Welcome to the weekend. Happy Friday. My name is Ralphie Aversa. I host a radio show, of course, that airs here across the Northeast. And welcome to the backstage area at Mohegan Sun Arena, where tonight Bastille will headline Mohegan Sun Arena for the band's very first time. They've never been on property prior to today, so we'll find out what's going on with the guys, what they've been up to, and what they're looking forward to. Plus, you submitted some questions via Facebook and Twitter, so we'll get to those as well. Hold on, Ashley's running the camera. You want to pan real quick? Quick pan. This is a backstage area. We're in the corner right now. We got the head security guard behind us, eyeing us down. We better get inside, though, and check out, see what's going on with the guys from Bastille here at Mohegan Sun Arena. And here they are as Woody plays with the curtains.
Don't look at the man behind the curtain.
How are you?
The curtain's broken.
Is it?
Yeah.
Can you fix it?
No, not I hope.
No. How are you guys?
Good, thank you. Very well. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much for asking. We have Bastille, of course. We have Kyle, Dan, Will, and Woody. There we go. Just point it all out, and away you go. First time here at Mohegan Sun Arena. Have you guys had a chance to check out the property here at Mohegan Sun at all, or no?
Yeah. I got fleeced for about $50. The blackjack here's broken. It's weird. I didn't win.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, just get that fixed too. Curtain's crap. Blackjack's crap.
So blackjack no good, curtain no good. Hopefully they fix the blackjack for later, because I'm trying to hit a table at some point. So.
Have a word.
How was last?
Woody, as you can tell, is a brilliant loser.
Yes, a very gracious one. To say
Yeah,
the
very
least.
gracious.
So, how was New York last night?
It was good, thanks. Yeah, it was really fun. It's we're just excited to be bringing this tour to the US, and we're sort of 5 or 6 days in to a 2-month tour, and it's been really fun so far. So we're excited for tonight.
The latest album, of course, is called Wild World, and it's interesting that you were in New York last night, because correct me if I'm wrong, the photo, the album cover, that's the view from One World Trade Center, correct or no?
It's not from One World Trade Center. It's from an undisclosed building somewhere, maybe. But it's very much of New York, and we love the image, and actually it's sort of incorporated into the production of the show as well. Like the two guys that are on the album cover, we made a kind of sculpture replica of them that sits on top of the stage, and then so it's like a big, those visuals and that skyline is like a really big part of the show. So yeah.
How long did it take you to put this tour together?
I guess the main idea for it came together within, I guess, 2 or 3 weeks even. But there's been elements of it, like we've had a similar sort of mannequin mesh thing before on stage, but we've then moved on to the two guys. Some of the video content we've had refreshed, and then other stuff's brand new and had it all shot just for this tour.
Yeah.
I guess,
Took what I guess it's sort of been like bubbling up while we've been doing festivals and things, but yeah, it's been really fun to pull together, and we're really excited. It's quite nice to stand in front of something of that scale that we're really excited by. It makes it easier to jump around like an idiot, singing songs.
I noticed on your Twitter that you actually asked the people that are going to be at the show tonight here at Uncasville which song of 3 options they'd like to hear the most.
Yeah.
There's one clear leader at the moment, but now the other 2, do those immediately get dropped from the set list, or is there a chance that those make it on as well?
on Spotify as well.
Yeah, the album is getting so short now. By the end of the tour, there'll be nothing left. We just thought, we play quite a lot in the show, and it's the luxury of now having 2 albums and 3 mixtapes to choose from. Is we've suddenly got too many songs, unless we want to play for like 3 hours. But I don't think anybody wants to see us try and play for 3 hours.
I was trying to figure out a set list. It's quite a long, painful process. There's us arguing. So when it comes to album 3, I don't know what we're going to do. Just throw darts at a board, see which songs we play.
Well, it's interesting that you mentioned album 3, because as I was walking through backstage here, and of course if you're just joining us on Mohegan Sun's Facebook page, I'm Ralphie, this is the band Bastille, I noticed you guys have a writing room. So is there a chance that songs for album 3 may be written right here in Uncasville, or no?
Yeah. Maybe not. I mean, today hasn't been the most productive of days.
I was playing FIFA in there, actually, I'm really honest.
But I mean, our second record, we wrote a lot of it on the road, and it's quite cool to, in our minds, to be able to almost look at the album as like a map of where we were touring. There are songs that we wrote and recorded in the States, but also in Argentina and all around Europe. There's one guitar solo that Will does that was made in the tour bus in a car park in Germany. So it's quite nice to.
We were supposed to re-record it properly, but then we sort of forgot, and then the album was done, and so we kept the original one, which now sounds like a really cool story.
Forgot or forgot?
Well, I think I was supposed to go away and learn it properly, and then it was like the last day of recording, we're like, no, I like that one, that's cool. No, that's got like the gritty edge that we need, and that's how it ended up on there.
I love it. We have Bastille here, of course. We're talking about the latest album, Wild World. They're headlining Mohegan Sun Arena tonight. Gentlemen, obviously, because we're at a casino, I have, oh, wait a minute, not there, but here, some cards, some truths, some dares. There's a few of them. Each pick out one, please. And then we'll go through and we'll figure out what you guys got.
Look at it. I'm looking at it.
Yes, everyone looks at it. And Kyle, we'll start down there with you. What'd you get, and what's your answer or your...
Who is one celebrity that would make you starstruck? This happened. We were in New York. We went to the comedy... Well, actually, our whole day was ridiculous. We played on the late night with Seth Meyers. We got to meet Morgan Freeman. So and that was like, that's unbelievable. And then Fred Armisen. I was like, this day can't get any better. We went to the Comedy Cellar that night, and Louis C.K. came and did a set. So...
Best trip to New York ever.
So all of them, all of those people made me starstruck. It was ridiculous when...
About 6 hours.
Yeah, that was incredible.
That's pretty cool. Dan, what'd you get?
I'm going to throw mine to Woody.
We spot them.
Give me your best celebrity impression.
No?
That's Woody being Woody, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't got one.
We select how you do that.
I mean,
Do George W. Bush.
All right.
I'll just get the accent already wrong.
Do you have a celebrity impression?
No.
We're pretty bad at impressions, aren't we?
Name a celebrity, we'll see if I can do one.
Daniel Craig. Only because you love Daniel Craig.
This involves taking my shirt off and having a spectacular physique that I don't have, so...
I don't know if our audience is ready for that or not, to be perfectly honest with you.
I'm emotionally ready for that to happen.
Will, what'd you get? What card did you get?
I got... Can I have a mic? Yes. Who's my favourite person to follow on social media? I'm going to say... It was Barack Obama, because that was always kind of promising, and then the account changed, so it's not so good now.
He's still there, though. He's just at Barack Obama.
Yeah, but... Yeah. Rob Delaney, I don't know if he's a comedian, he's American, but he's very big in England, but he's really funny on Twitter. He really got good at Twitter. Like, it's quite a specific genre of comedy that he nailed.
He shows up on my timeline quite a bit.
He uses the
retweets.
@s and hashtags to genius comedic effect.
Who's your favourite?
Favorite person to follow on social media? Yeah. Oh, wow, that's a really good question. I don't even know. Bastille. I was looking through the timeline earlier. I like the way that you're interacting with fans on this tour, like whether you're retweeting their photos or soliciting their song requests or whatever. Favorite person to follow? You know what I like to follow? I'm a big Yankees fan, big sports fan, so I like following the Yankees on Twitter. Nice. There you go. Kind of boring, but whatever. Woody, your card?
This probably one back for Dan. What do you always forget to pack when you travel?
Wow, yeah, everything.
Dan, I'm pretty sure Dan has got some sort of minor stakeholding in there's a pharmaceutical company called Boots in England, and he goes there and buys everything because he always forgets to pack toiletries every trip. Yeah,
it's like our CVS. Yeah, it's pretty religious, the regularity with which I go to that place on the way out. I forget everything, and I pack about 10 minutes after I'm supposed to have left the house for the airport. So it's always a bit of a surprise when we get to wherever we're going, and I open the suitcase. I'm like, "What's here? Let's have a look."
So long as you forget something that you could at least buy that doesn't cost you too much after the fact, it's not a huge deal.
Or just like borrow or steal it off one of these guys.
Exactly, because you're traveling with bandmates as well. We're here with Bastille at Mohegan Sun Arena. We're going to get to 2 fan-submitted questions, and then we're going to send you to our Twitter for the rest of them at Mohegan Sun. But let's get to a question from Felix W1, at Felix W1. Who would you like to collaborate with?
Ooh, good question. I think Rihanna.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think
We've been asked this for years, and we keep saying Rihanna, and we haven't heard a word from her.
Yeah, it's really weird. She just
rude now, to be honest, being ignored this long.
I was going to make an awful pun about Rude Boy there, but I will refrain myself because I'm going to get to another fan-submitted question from Sarah H. via Facebook. Are you planning are you planning on doing another album of remix songs?
Perhaps, yes. Or no. Yeah, no. Those are all the options. Yeah, no, we are, definitely. It's just a question of finding the time. It's got, they're really fun to do, but I guess we're like a bit more preoccupied with writing our own stuff at the moment. But yeah, if we can find some time, we'd love to, yeah.
We're going to do one more fan-submitted question over on our Twitter again, at Mohegan Sun. Kyle, Dan, Will, and Woody, their Bastille. The new album, Wild World, is out now. Gentlemen, have fun tonight on stage at Mohegan Sun Arena.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
Hey guys, I'm Ralphie Aversa. I host a radio show here in the Northeast, and I'm hanging out backstage at Mohegan Sun Arena with the band Bastille. We just wrapped up a Facebook Live interview that you can catch on Mohegan Sun's Facebook, but right now, a special bonus fan-submitted question via Twitter for the gentleman, and it comes to us from @WoollyAce with 3 O's. And he or she wanted to know, who is the laziest person in the band?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think we're all kind of different genres of lazy. But who would you say is the laziest, Will?
I just thought it was me. I thought it was really obvious.
I was being nice.
Will's currently actually wearing slippers.
So I think you win by default. Although, Dan, I am a little curious about the different genres of laziness. I didn't realize it broke off into genres.
Oh, yeah, of course it does. Well, we had to wake him up to do this. So that's says quite a lot about.
I'm gonna say I'm sleepy rather than lazy. When I'm awake, for the 4 hours I'm awake, I'm relatively busy.
Like a really productive sloth. Yeah.
And if you want to see that productive sloth in action, you can go to our Facebook page where our Facebook Live interview just wrapped up with the band Bastille, who of course is headlining Mohegan Sun Arena for their first time tonight. Their new album, Wild World, is out now. Kyle, Dan, Will, and Woody, thanks for a few minutes.
Thank you.